Welcome back. President Trump just wrapping up a very quick task force briefing at the White House. Let's welcome Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson. Great to have you on, sir.
Always good to be with you.
Governor, the president said 30 states now have plans or are moving toward plans to reopen. That's half of America is moving to reopen. Big controversy, though. You know, the other side of the aisle is saying, don't do it. You're going to infect more people. You're going to have more cases. How do you feel about it?
Well, it shouldn't be a partisan divide on this. We both should be listening to our public health experts, but also keeping an eye on the economy. And here in Arkansas, we're taking a very measured approach. We're not going to be opening everything up at once. We're going to be looking at restaurants as to when that should be open, but we're not going to make that decision even until the middle of next week. And then we're going to sequentially look at other things that have been closed for public health reasons. We're one of those states. We didn't close our economy down to begin with. We didn't have a shelter-in-place order. We had a targeted approach that focused on stopping the virus and the spread of it through restricting our state parks, through bars and restaurants being closed, casinos being closed, other things. And we're going to very gradually look at what we can open up, keeping an eye on the data and the public health recommendations. We clearly have to open up, but we're keeping an eye on these statistics. We still have some outbreak areas in Arkansas, so we want to see those numbers get under control before we fully open up.
Here's what Americans are seeing. We've seen Minority Leader in the House, Kevin McCarthy, criticize the Democrats for delaying on the next relief bill, $484 billion, saying, you know, you're costing jobs to Nancy Pelosi for not moving faster. Kevin McCarthy criticized Majority Whip Jim Clyburn for saying the pandemic, quote, presents a perfect opportunity to restructure things to fit our vision. We've got governors like Governor Whitmer of Michigan basically saying, I'm going to extend the shutdown because of protests and lack of social distancing. And also we have people like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and other Democrats saying, let's use workers' jobs as leverage to get unrelated things in future legislation. So Americans from where they sit, 26 million are out of jobs, and they see all of this going on. From where you sit, how do you see the lay of the land right now with this controversy and this fighting that's going on?
I see the governors continuing to try to lead with the unique circumstances of their state, and I think they're doing an effective job, all doing a little bit differently. It's interesting that when we started this pandemic, our country was so united as to what we needed to do that the longer it goes, it does seem like there's a little bit more division, which is very distressing. And certainly you should not use a pandemic in order to accomplish broader political objectives. Let's keep the focus on what the needs are for the public health crisis, for stopping the spread of this virus, and also keep getting our economy back going. That has to be balanced, and I think the governors are in the right position to do that. Because every state is peaking at a different time. They have different circumstances, different density and in population, and that impacts your decision-making process. So I'm grateful. I'll just say that Congress has focused on getting money to our businesses, our small business owners, our entrepreneurs. That is the right approach, and that's where the federal resources should go. I'm not as excited about an immediate bailout of states. Whenever you look at Arkansas's economy, we're going to have to tighten our belt in our state budget. Our revenues are going to go down, but we're going to have a balanced budget. And we just can't put an unending stream of federal money that is unlimited back to making sure that every state's budget challenges are met. I think we have to really go slow on that last part.
Yeah, you're now in this big fight. It's a knockdown, drag-out fight between New York Governor Cuomo and the Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, criticizing the Senate Majority Leader, Senator Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell said, listen, states, maybe they should just file bankruptcy. What Mitch McConnell was talking about was Congress's use of $150 billion in direct help for state and localities. Senator MacDonald doesn't want federal taxpayers fixing states' own out of control spending and their pension problems. Where do you stand on that? Because we're hearing $500 billion is what the National Governors Association is now demanding to help out the states when the states didn't run their own shops in the right way. Your reaction to that?
I don't like that because that puts the burden on the next generation to pay the debts for today. And we've already put trillions of dollars of federal money, our grandchildren's money, into the economy, and that was needed. That's giving business help. But we can't just bail out every state. And the fact that we might have to give some support to states down the road, but it is too early because you don't even know the true budget outcome in each state as to what the shortfalls are going to be, how well they can manage it. That's where you're going to lose a ton of federal money if you start pouring that money out to the states too early. And so I don't think bankruptcy is the right language. I don't think bankruptcy is the right language to use. We want to help the states, but we've got to keep an eye on the future and not burden the next generation with too much debt.
Governor Hutchinson of Arkansas, thank you so much for joining us. Come back soon.
Be good. It's good to be with you. Thank you.